VanCam. This is VanCam you waited for. Is that right, Steve? Were your mum so hairy when she went to the zoo? The zookeeper shot her with a sedation gun and threw her in with the orangutans. I don't wanna see a ghost. It's the sight that I fear most. I'd rather eat a piece of toast than watch a bit of VanCam. Oh, yeah, man. Get away! This, like I just said, is VanCam. I'm Kev Ashford, fresh back from my holiday trip to Ireland where I really enjoyed myself, man. Drank harp, you know, had the crack and all that shit. Here I am, look how happy I am. Hashtag happy times, hashtag best day ever. Anyway, what did we miss? Or what did I miss while I was away? Well, Man United beat Chelsea, and what a game that was, eh? Fantastic, man. Great to see Lukaku doing it against a big team, because apparently he doesn't do it against them. And I also thought Paul Pogba had a top game as well. All the criticism he's received, I didn't think he got many accolades after the game and that, but if you look at the statistics, Pogba made more passes in the final third of the field than any other player on the pitch, and that tells you everything about Pogba. Play him in the right position. We've been banging on about this. Play him in a free. It frees him up to do his shit and just prance around with that daft haircut, cutting open the defences. Coming up in this week's show and in this order, first of all, we will be doing, and back by popular demand, is the Big VanCam debate, because I'm an expert in this shit. Yeah. We will also do Fellaini Watch. A VanCam show would not be complete without Wanker of the Week. I'll be running by a top 3. There can only be one winner. And we'll do your comments. That's how we always end the show. Hello to all the new subscribers and all that. And nice one for all the comments. Loving it, man. 1 dislike on the video last week. And if that does not indicate that Marwan Fellaini watches VanCam, I don't know what the hell does, motherfucker. But anyway, United beat Chelsea. We had to, really, because Liverpool are piling the pressure on behind us. Them dirty Scouse rats. But we got the job done, and say what you want. First half, yeah, it was a bit cagey. I thought Chelsea played the better football. But as Brendan Rodgers always says, we show great character. Great character to get back into the game from a goal behind and actually win the match. Pivotal, man. Absolutely pivotal. And loads of pluses to take from the game. This weekend, it's Crystal Palace. I'll fire through that later on anyway, but there's the first place I want to start. I want to get a big VanCam debate kicked off, so make sure you comment, and up here as I'm kicking off the debate there'll be a poll. Get involved, because like last week we had loads of interaction and stuff, and people getting their views across, because that's what it's all about, innit? So oh, I can feel it in my bones right now. Let's get this VanCam debate shit kicked right off, man. Let's do it.
The Big VanCam debate!
Come, United Road! Yeah, man, this is the Big VanCam debate. Now, the other week when I did a video, I did this, and a few people said, keep it, because there is nothing like having a heated debate. Now, last week's poll, it was to do with the fact that Man United were looking at selling the naming rights of the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford itself. They're looking at exploring the possibility of selling it, you know, like the Coca-Cola Stadium or some dog shit like that, just to get 26 million a season. Down with that shit! But anyway, I set the question last week and I said, should United sell the naming rights of Old Trafford? 2 answers, yes, wouldn't bother me, or no, fuck the Glazers. Now, 98%, because 1% makes this up. Here it comes down here. Hello. Hello. Yeah, 98%, because I'm included in that, said no. Fuck the Glazers. American bastards. Sorry to anyone who's watching from America. It wasn't about being American or anything. and 2% said yes, it wouldn't bother me. I can only assume that 2% are definitely nothing to do with United and do not support United, otherwise you would not understand. So for this week's Big VanCam debate, are you ready for it? This week's Big VanCam debate is on Romelu. Is that Romelu? Lukaku. And basically it's a simple question. Man hot? Man not hot? That works, doesn't it? So, what corner are you in? What kind of a season do you think he's had? Is man hot? Is Lukaku hot? Or is Lukaku not hot? It's as simple as that. But take into this a bit of consideration and fascinating facts that I'm full of, because I'm an expert in this shit. Romelu Lukaku has scored 22 goals this season so far in 40 appearances. Now, if I do my maths, I think that's like a goal every other game, which is not too shoddy for someone who's took such dog's abuse all season. Now, don't get me wrong, he doesn't do it in the big games and all that, but against Chelsea, he did prove that he can do it. And I think his all-round demeanour sometimes, I mean, I know I've slagged him off for it in the past, you know, so it doesn't even look like he's putting the work rate in and that, but against Chelsea, he give us that. And at the end of the game, when he made that bursting run, when we were kind of back to what, you know, to the walls, Chelsea looking to equalise, that's what we want from Lukaku, and it is consistency. But Lukaku is the first player on course to score 30 goals in a season for Man United since the great Robin Van Persie, which says a lot because that was incredible what Van Persie did that year. And if Lukaku can do it in his first season as well, like I say, I think Lukaku's been brilliant. I think some of the criticism in big games has been the fact that United have been shit as well, and they've just not got up and supported him. So maybe he has been isolated in a lot of them games, but I'm a big fan of the big man. So all I want you to do is get involved in the polls, and I'll let you know the result next week. So it should pop up here, and it basically is Lukaku, man hot or man not hot. I'll let you know next week.
The Big VanCam debate!
That was the Big VanCam debate. Make sure, as always, you get involved in the comments and let me know. And make sure you drop your, what do you call it, your answer. Man hot, man not, yeah? Just get involved. You know it makes sense. Next, we are going to move on to the next segment of the show. It usually comes up in first place, but I've put it on the back burner this week. And it is the world famous Fellaini Watch. It's where we look at what the big man has been up to. Some say that when his mum gave birth to him, she cried for an hour because she thought she'd given birth to a microphone. All's we know is he's called Fellaini.
McTominay has it for United.
Great balling. Go on, Fellaini! Oh, you bushy-head tit! This is Fellaini Watch, and I can bring the news to you. It's being reported by everybody else. I'm not going to say it's an exclusive like some of these dicks do on the internet, but it does increasingly look like the big man is going to go. Apparently he's signed a 5-year contract, which is pretty impressive for a big bushy-haired bastard who's really shit at football. But it does look like Besiktas 5-year deal. He's signed a pre-contract or something. We've stood by you, Fellaini, through all the shit. The Aguero headbutt, the elbows, running the ball just off the pitch, the stupid back heels, the all-round fuckery. We've offered you money to stay. Mourinho wants you there. And you do this to us? Check that emotional play out, yeah? Fellaini, that was Fellaini Watch. Which brings us perfectly, when we're talking about wankers and cockstrokers, we can only go to one place. And this is where we decide, or me decide, who is the wanker of the week. They're full. This world is full of wankers. But there can only be a top 3. And that's what I've done for you this week. Thanks to everyone who's nominated people. And yes, there was a few for me. Cheeky bastards. Anyway, let's run this shit now from 3 to 1 in a thing called Wanker of the Week.
Wanker of the week.
Hairy nipples! Here we are for Wanker of the Week. It's a part of the show that we do every week. We separate those wankers. Or do you know what? I might actually rename this Cockstroker of the Week. I like the sound of that. Cockstroker. But anyway, this week I have compiled a dossier which involves 3 nominations. I've had to put them into some kind of order. And I've only gone and done it! Yeah, I've done it. So, at number 3 is Mauricio Pochettino. And that's because this week Pochettino was talking about one of his current players. Let's see if you can guess who he was on about. His actual quote was, "For me, he's one of the greatest talents in the history of football. It has been difficult for him with his fitness, but now he's in an amazing moment." He also went on to manage him. He also went on to mention this player in the same breath as Maradona and Ronaldinho. So it's got to be some kind of top quality player this. So who are we thinking? Are we thinking Harry Kane? No. Are we thinking maybe Dele Alli? Potential and all that? No. He was actually on about Moussa Dembele. Seriously, he was on about Moussa Dembele. He compared him to Diego Maradona and Ronaldinho. It's absolute bants, and it is the real reason why kids' crack is whack. Now, if this guy is taking hits from the crack pipe, you know, keep it in the circle, in the crack den, you know, people will find it funny in there. But the minute you come out and start doing, you know, interviews and that and spouting the shit, it's just hilarious, man. Should have been number 1, but he makes number 3. Number 2, coming in, straight in, it's that beady-eyed bastard Piers Morgan. And that's because after another week where Salah scored, and don't get me wrong, Salah is a great talent, but this is his first proper, you know, goal in a Premier League season. He's doing well, don't get me wrong, but Piers Morgan tweeted, "Mo Salah is the greatest player in the Premier League since Thierry Henry." Oh God. Another one who has clearly been on the crap pipe. Yeah, so he thinks that Mo Salah is the best player since Thierry Henry, so we'll just forget about Cristiano Ronaldo, you know, who won everything at Manchester United. We'll just forget about even current players like, you know, Aguero, Hazard. You know, Mo Salah's better than them, is he? Yeah, probably another one who's been tooting on the crap pipe. But don't get me wrong, Salah's a great player, but if you're going to make a statement like this, I think you have to give him, you know, at least 4 or 5 seasons to see what he does. And even at this moment, I think De Bruyne is ahead of him as well. There's loads of players. He is not the best player in the Premier League since Thierry Henry. Diane Dixon got in touch and she has claimed the number 1 spot. Well, not her, but her nomination. She said Wanker of the Week has to be John Arnorisa after that pathetic tweet towards Uncle Pat. Now, I'm going to stick up for Evra. I love him. I love his social media antics. There was a recent one where he's in a cab in London and he's always doing that. I love this game. I love it. Oh, I mean, I love that. I love this game. But anyway, yeah, before Patrice ever made his debut for Liverpool, not a chance that would happen. Down with that sort of thing. Before he made his debut for West Ham this week, or last week, against Liverpool, John Arnorisa put out a tweet which basically said, "Go on, boys, LFC, run over them and please give a certain player an afternoon he will never forget." Now, we all know that this is basically aimed at Patrice Evra, and this is the absolute fuckery and rat-faced bastards that are Liverpool. And you know why he represented him? Because they are racist. You know, at the end of the day, Patrice Evra got a raw deal, man. And this was because, you know, Suarez actually come out and said that he'd been, you know, he'd racially abused Patrice Evra. There's no fighting it, there's no backing him up, but Liverpool fans did. And they give Evra all kinds of shit. They used to sing, you know, "We know what you are," you know, "Patrice Evra, you're a liar, you're this, that." He's not a liar. He was racially abused by a buck-toothed bastard who happened to be quite a good footballer and still is, in Suarez. He also bites people, that dickhead, as well. But we knew what this was about. Risa tried backtracking after it and said there was another player, you know, Chikorito or something. It's not to do with him, mate. And you are the wanker of the week. And thanks to Diane Dixon for sending that in and making me aware of it. There'll be more of this shit next week. That's it for another week.
Wanker of the week.
Bit of dildo, not heard her in a while. That was Wanker of the week. Let me know if you think that John Arisa deserved that, or was it the beady-eyed rat-faced bastard that is Piers Morgan. We've all got our own opinions, do you know what I mean? Nobody's right, nobody's wrong, it's just opinions. 99.9% of the time I'm right, whatever. Anyway, we can only end the show in one place, and this is your comments. Has your comment been read out? There's only one way to find out, it's to watch the end bit. Make sure you get commenting, because obviously that's what makes up your comments. And as everybody keeps telling me, getting your comment read out on the your comment section of VanCam is pretty much the best thing that could ever happen to you. I can't think of many more things that are better, you know, having children, marriage, winning the lottery. No, they all come sort of second, third and fourth. Let's run this shit! Sweet and sour chicken. How are we doing? We are at the stage we are going in. This is like the final furlong or whatever, the final few hurdles to get across, and this is a big one because it's your comments. It usually involves a bit of piss taking out of me, which is fair game, do you know what I mean? I'm big enough, I can deal with it. I'm a black belt in Kung Fu Jitsu, so I can deal with it, do you know what I mean? Stuart B sent a message in on the Facebook page, VanCam. He said, check this out. He didn't say that. He said, F is for Friday, F is for fun, F is for Fellaini, who's so fucking dumb. Me and my son love Fellaini Watch. We kick back, have a couple of beers and laugh our asses off. Whoa, lyrical genius, loving that. Now I've got an apology to make. This was actually sent to me on the 17th of March last year. Just shows you've done it. I'm so on the ball, it's unbelievable. So it's just under a year anyway. Now, on these channels, people are always spouting shit, aren't they? If I get to 1 million likes, 1 million subscribers, I'm gonna give away a signed United shirt, you know, a season ticket, a night with Jenna Jameson or something like that. Something really good. Jenna Jameson, I suppose it would be alright. Anyway, I have given stuff out in the past, and I've got the proof of it. I've given away the Sambas, remember that, the trainers, for anyone that watches. I also give away a Man United Karate Kid headband. You'll remember it if you remember it from ages ago. So Leigh Grant, I've got to apologise to you and your son Jack. You actually sent me a message on the VanCam page, the Facebook one, but I did not see it until like last weekend. Like I said, shows how much I'm on the ball. He said, thanks Kev, you are an absolute gent. Jack will be delighted, he absolutely loves your channel and his mates. Keep up the good work. He said, I'll try and get a few pictures across. He did, and here's Jack! Whoa! Hey, loving that. That's the headband that I give away, which proves I give shit away. And there's Leigh as well. He had a go of it with the pose. Cracking on, nice one. Bearded Ting Matt on the old Twitter said, loving the VanCam, fucking hilarious, can't wait for the next one. Well, I hope you're enjoying this one, my friend. Nicky Collis, don't know why I said it like that. Nicky Collis said, thank you for putting me in your video, lad, and the videos are better every week, and the Chris Smalling impression was class. Well, it was class because we had too many chances. Yeah, we were chances. Shut up, you stupid voice dickhead. Start defending properly. Dennis G 2000 said, you have me sitting at my desk at work laughing my ass off. Great show. They should make room at work. You know, like, say, certain people are allowed prayer time. You know, you can go and pray for half an hour. They should have VanCam time. And I'm going to fight for you lot out there. I'm going to be the leader of the, what do you call it? The leader of the community, the committee. And I'll sort it out. SJ Designs. This was on last week when we did the Big VanCam debate about renaming Old Trafford. He said we should rename it Marrowan's Playground. Belter that, belter. Mark Collins said, hey Kevin, love the channel mate, watching all the way from Singapore. Bloody Nora. We'll share your channel with the Man United supporters out this way. Nice one, thank you very much. Let's see if we can get like 2,000 hits this week, and if I do, I'll give away a signed high-vis vest. Beachy45 said, Kev, VanCam should be compulsory for manic depressives. Wanker of the week was spot on, mate. That's for last week. People do say it cheers them up. I hope you're enjoying it now, even though it's sad when you think it's nearly the end here. Waz's Vase said, top mank. Great watch as always. Peace. Well, peace to you, brother, as well. John Valindingham, who is a regular, said, oh my God. Laughed out loud for the first time in a week. Thank you, Kev. VanCam is the best. Loads of love. Loads of love. Will there be any haters? Phoenix Love said, it's not... This is on last week's debate about changing the name of Old Trafford. Apparently United are exploring this because they can get 26 million a season. Bastards. Well, I think he's a City fan. He said, it's not like they're changing the name of Manchester United, for fuck's sake. It's just the name of a stadium. Who gives a hoot if it means nothing? It's the name. It's the football. The fans. The people, not the name of the stadium. It's just a frigging name. It's not just a frigging name. It's Old Trafford. I told you last week, sunshine. If you are a City fan, you moved to your new stadium, which was called Eastlands, that we called Wastelands. So it didn't make any difference. Like I said, if you'd have redeveloped Main Road, I'm pretty damn sure that if at this point in Man City's history they'd gone, let's rename Main Road the Etihad, fans would have kicked off, and you know the score. Robert Ingram said, Kev, gotta make another VanCam vid, bro, or I'll go back smoking. This is because last week I was in Ireland. I had a Friday off. Loads of people did message me. I hope you've not gone back to smoking, and don't ever try blackmailing me again. Otherwise, I will give you a kung fu chop to the throat. You get what I'm saying, sunshine? Right, Richard Humphreys is kicked in with a song. It's Friday, it's VanCam! Yay! Richard Humphreys has kicked in with a song. He said, hi Kev, are you familiar with Boney M's song Daddy Cool? You know, Daddy Cool. Now he's put his own words to it, which is Rama Lou. You can see all the words there. I've got my own little spin on it, mate. Rama Lou, he hates Liverpool. He's got a massive tool. Rama Lukaku. Now, before I even get accused of casual racism, what does he mean he's got a massive tool? We've been through this with the last song and that. I'm talking about this. That's a massive tool. It's a hammer. And for anybody that doesn't know, because I am a football expert and in the know, Romelu Lukaku, or whatever, Romelu Lukaku, before he actually made it as a footballer, was actually handy with the hammer. He was a carpenter. And apparently around the Aeon complex, if any kind of, you know, memorabilia, pictures of the treble that hung up on the wall, if they fall down, Romelu's in there with a big tool. Hangs it back up. He's a handyman, not just a goal scorer, but a good song, and I'm sure people will get the gist of it from the lyrics there, mate. So, Humphreys, you got your shout out, mate. Right, Adrian Smith said your Tourette's outburst, sunshine, in this week's VanCam reminded me of a lookalike for you, Kev. Time to hide the matches. Cheeky bastard. That's that bastard off Shameless, innit? That looks nothing like me, Smith. Yo, Kev. This was from Lee, Logs 1. Yo, Kev, what you reckon could be in you in a wig, I think? Red Army! Cheeky bastard! That's a transvestite! That's a man! What film was that from? Not Mary Poppins. The Wizard and the Wardrobe, you cheeky bastard! Dave Birtwhistle's come in and said, shocker for you on the chase, Kev. Cheeky bastard, Bert Whistle. Hickey bastard! I've not heard anything from you in ages on the lookalike scene, and this week you've gone in, you've ramped it, and you took the top award. You're getting a hat-trick of cheeky bastards. Right, that is it. I hope you have enjoyed the show. It's been emotional as always. I am drained, and that is it for another week. You can get in touch, all the usual shit. It's all up here. It's at Kevin Ashford 7. That's Instagram, Twitter, you know, all that shit. You know what I'm on about. Google Plus as well. Get on that, Kevin Ashford 7. I've started my own little circle of trust up. Get involved in that. All the links will be in it. Share them. That's the main thing now. Refer a friend. Get on the Facebook page at Kev's VanCam and just drop a like. Drop a like on the video. Just copy somebody in that you might think, do you know what? You know, Keith. Crazy Keith from Shore Reef. He's going to love Kev. Copy Keith in. You know, I want to get to know him. Not in that way, you know. But anyway, make sure you enjoy your weekend and just get commenting as usual and share the fuck out the video. Otherwise, honestly, whoosh, Fellaini elbows, the lot. You've had your warning. It's up to you now to spread the word. Oh, and the podcast To The United Stand. If Paul is watching, I know he does watch. I'm really sorry, mate. I did see your message the other day. I need to get back to you. He asked me on the podcast last week. I was in Ireland and all that. We keep sort of missing each other and that, but the links are in the description to that, so if you want to hear him and Ash, get over to it, give it a listen. What else have I got to say? Oh, it's Crystal Palace. It's them dickheads at Crystal Palace. We've got to go and put up with that little shit corner. You know where they take the corners, and they've all got big flags. You're waving them around, the ultras. Bloody ultras they call them. Ultras. Bloody arseholes, that's what they are. And they'll be there making a bit of noise in the best fans in the country, best fans in the world. You're a shower of dickheads. That's what you are. And for United on Monday night, we've got to wait till Monday, but at least the weekend can't be ruined. Come on! United! I beat these ultras. Ultras my ass. Are you ready? Are you ready for love? Yes, I am.